So whatever you do, be smart. Your best bet is always on me. And 22. So Jeranism in 2022 sounds like a recipe for success. So I'm looking forward to a great 2022, so that's what's on tap. We hope to get Maverick's allergies figured out. Got a bunch of revamped shows coming. Getting to do what I want to do is very exciting for me. I've come a long way. I lost my home, basically lost everything, and have clawed my way back to having a beautiful family, gorgeous, sexy wife, a handsome, well-behaved, very resilient son. My older son is doing quite well, working full-time, and Rockfin and Patreon are doing quite well, going smoothly. I couldn't ask for anything more. Well, okay, that's not exactly true. The reason I'm taking a month off is, of course, to spend time with Miss and Maverick, and also to handle a personal issue with a psychopath. Now, I've only dealt with one other psychopath in my entire life, and it sucked. He got me fired from 2 jobs, wasted my time, ultimately went free, because he was an online scammer using fake names and VPNs, and this allowed him to stay hidden. So ultimately, I had to give up. That was not fun. So that was definitely an unfortunate situation. Luckily for me, this time that I've crossed paths with a psychopath, I know who he is. I have his name. And he has put forth a concerted effort to defame me and slander me. He's lied and made assertions that he simply can't back up. He has threatened me and dared say the name of my son in his veiled threats.
I've never threatened you, Jaron Campanella. That is an outright lie. You have 0 examples of me threatening you ever. I do a comedy routine on YouTube, and sometimes I like to do professional wrestling promos and do impersonations of different characters, and you might have assumed that was some sort of a threat, but I have assured you, Jaron, I'm never going to meet you. I never have met you. I'm never going to fight you. I'm never going to lay a finger on you. I have 0 wish to ever meet you or ever be a part of your life. Jaron Campanella, I have told you, I am not threatening you in any way, shape, or form. I am simply roasting you on YouTube. The same way a globe earther, let's say Fight the Fat Tard Craig, will make a video roasting you or roasting me. I'm doing the same to you. I'm roasting you, which is perfectly legal and allowed on YouTube. I'm making fun of you and your miserable existence. I'm allowed to my opinion, and my opinion is, I think you're a scumbag, and I'm making fun of you. And that's 100% perfectly allowed. I've never once threatened you, or your wife, or your child. So quit lying.
Yeah, God sent him, don't you know? To rid the world of the Satanist, agent, shill, actor, pedophile, cult leaders. And according to this psychopath, I'm one of them. And he talked about my wife in a way that would never, ever be allowed. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. If Jake has been honest, then he'll have all the evidence he needs. And if he has been slanderous and acting with malice, harassing me and my family, well, unfortunately for Jake, that isn't legal. And so
I have never once harassed Jaron Campanella. I blocked Jaron Campanella in 2017. I blocked his number in 2017, and I told him I don't want to be his friend anymore and to never contact me. Jaron Campanella contacts me with numbers that aren't his. He uses an application to disguise himself and disguise his number, and he contacts me, and he tells me it's him, and then he tries to make deals with me. I have recorded all of his texts that he has sent to me and all the times he has harassed me. It's harassment, Jaron, if you contact me disguising your number. I told you I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want you to text me. So when you text me and you disguise your number and then try to make deals with me, I don't want to talk to you, Jaron. You are the one harassing me. I've never once contacted your wife, and I've never once contacted your son. I've never contacted a single person in your family or any of your friends. Jaron, all I've ever done was talk about you on YouTube and make fun of you on YouTube. Again, I'm a comedian, and I'm allowed to make fun of you on YouTube. If I think you're a scumbag and a shill, I'm allowed to say that. Just the same way a globetard like Simon Dan can say you are practicing personal incredulity and that you're an idiot flat earther. So if Simon Dan can say that you're an idiot flat earther and personal incredulity, I can say that your wife cheating on you with your best friend, in my opinion, makes her a whore. Because in my opinion, that's true. When she cheated on you with your best friend, in my opinion, that makes your wife a cheating whore. And if you don't like me saying that, you probably shouldn't have chose that woman to create a family with.
To the psychopath Jake Gibson, or Jake the asshole, or Jake the douchebag, or Mini Jake, or whatever he wants to go by today, I tried to deal with you in a civil way until I realized what I was dealing with. I'm dealing with a psychopath. And all those cheering him on all know the inevitable end of Jake the asshole will be coming soon. Because throughout history, people claiming to be on a mission from God to rid the world of Satanists has never ended up well. Never.
I'm a comedian doing a comedy routine. I can do and say anything to get a reaction from my audience. So for instance, if I claim I'm as popular as Jesus Christ, or that I am Jesus Christ, I'm doing it for comedic effect. I am not actually God. I can't even tell you for sure if I'm sent by God. I believe in God, but I can't tell you for sure if he sent me specifically to bust Jaren's balls. It feels that way sometimes, but I can't be 100% sure that's the reason why God sent me here. So Jaren, I think God partially sent me here to kick you in the balls through cyberspace, through my music and art, but I don't think that that's 100% the reason why I was sent here. So lucky for you, I'm going to go do some other amazing things with my life other than kick you in the balls. Lucky for you.
Let's look what has taken place for the record, okay?
Yes,
this
let's
started
do
with
it.
claims that my show put off a PEDO vibe, and then it became attacks against a helpless girl, false accusations made against her. When I tried to come to her aid, attention was turned to me.
I never attacked any helpless girl. Kelsey Kerwin put up hit pieces on her channel about me. Kelsey Kerwin has videos of her choking her child with a leash on her channel. Kelsey Kerwin dressed like a man and pretended to jerk off. Kelsey Kerwin is an MTV actress who told the world she would have cheated on the guy who just turned her down for a date. So all these things that Kelsey Kerwin is what she posted on her own channel. I told the world what Kelsey Kerwin is and then showed Kelsey Kerwin's footage from Kelsey Kerwin's channel. I did not pick on any poor defenseless girl. Kelsey Kerwin brought me up and posted hit piece videos about me. All I did was show the world that she pretends to be a man and pretends to jerk off in her own videos that she posts on her channel, and she also posts videos of her child on a leash, choking. And who's on the other end of the leash? Kelsey. I did not do that to her child. Kelsey did. So, in my opinion, she's kind of a bad mother for posting that. It's not my fault that she posted that. So again, Jaren, I never attacked anyone.
Never want, ever, is for a psychopath to zero in on you. Why? Well, they don't operate under the same rules we do. Their brain doesn't work the same. So let me show you, because when you're dealing with a psychopath, these are the signs. And when you see that and you realize what's going on, all cards are off the table. So let's take a look. All right, Jaron, come on. You're making that claim too much. Are we sure he's a psychopath? Well, all you have to do is look into what's called antisocial personality disorder. It includes sociopaths and psychopaths. And we don't even need to have a doctor give us their clinical expertise to diagnose this.
Oh yeah, you don't need anybody to give their professional opinion. All you have to do is be a YouTuber who thinks the earth is flat in a pizza pie map and use the AE map. And then, if your opinion is that a comedian is crazy, you get to tell your audience that this comedian is a psychopath while you make up lies. Yeah, that's actually slander. So, Jaren, I know you're about to read off your definitions of what you think a psychopath is, but this is all your personal opinion, and you're just a guy on YouTube who thinks the earth is flat, and you think it's an AE pizza pie map. So why would anybody listen to you about what you think of a professional comedian who's a lot more talented than you? In fact, I'm so talented, I'm making you take the month off.
But remember one thing. Psychopaths should not be in society, period. They are, by definition, delusional. They believe their own lies. That's how psycho they are. They will and do believe anything that they want to without regard for factual evidence. So it should not surprise you that many believe in God and believe that they were sent to do whatever it is that they're doing by God. It's a dangerous cocktail. And if egged on, well, or allowed to go unchecked, these people always slip up. Always.
Always, 100% of the time, Jeranism, a guy on YouTube, he knows that 100% of the time, if someone claims that they're sent by God, then they must be a psychopath. Yeah, okay. Whatever, Jeran. Hey, I'm a professional comedian, and I might be sent by God. I'm not sure if I am or not. I'm still trying to figure it out. So what are you going to do with that? Yeah, I might be wrong. I might not be sent by God. And I might come out and admit that anytime. So I might be sent by God, or I might not be. So what are you going to do now? And plus, I'm allowed to believe anything I want. I'm allowed to believe that God is the Cookie Monster. I'm allowed to believe in Elmo as the creator. Elmo is the creator. I'm allowed to believe that and tell my audience that if I want to do a comedy routine and make them laugh, I can tell them that Elmo is God. And I worship Elmo. I worship Elmo. Elmo is God. Yeah, that means I'm a comedian. So if your opinion is that my comedy is crazy, that just means you're a guy on YouTube who doesn't understand my comedic genius. That doesn't mean you get to have me arrested or call the cops on me. In fact, if you do call the cops on anyone because you're offended, that means you're a huge pussy. If you call the cops because I roasted you on YouTube, you're a big fat superhuman pussy. In fact, you're a subhuman pussy. Jeran Campanella, you are the biggest, giantest pussy I have ever seen. You're threatening to call the police on me. You're creating a mob and trying to get them to call the police on me. You actually have had people call the police on me. You subhuman piece of shit. Only pussies call the cops on a human being that made fun of them. I made fun of you online. That's it. I made fun of you. I never contacted you. I never contacted your wife. I never contacted your children or anyone in your family. You contacted my best friend Thomas and sent him a video of you touching yourself. He's not real happy with you. You contacted my friend and bothered my friend without his permission. He didn't want you to contact him. He had to tell you to leave him alone. My friend Thomas has to ask you to cease and desist because you sent him a video of you touching yourself. Nobody in my family wants to talk to you, and I don't want to talk to you. Jeran, I'm just making fun of you on YouTube, which is allowed. Anyone's allowed to make fun of you on YouTube because you're an idiot. Just the same way Simon Dan makes videos about me or makes videos about you, I'm making videos about you. It's the same thing. And it's 100% legal, and I'll prove it in court. Get it? You can't even take me to court because I've never done anything wrong to you. So far, all you have is that I sent you Easy E lyrics, and I can show everybody what I sent you. Okay, the date was Sunday, December 12th, 11:09 a.m. Pacific time. This is Jeran contacting me with a number that I don't recognize. I blocked Jeran Campanella in 2017. I told him I don't want to be his friend and I don't want to talk to him anymore. And so he's contacting me with a number that I don't recognize. He uses an application to disguise his number. So here we go. This is Jeran Campanella on Sunday, December 12th, 11:09 a.m. Jake, it's Jeran. Simple deal. Pull everything on me. I'll pull everything on you. All my Friday shows the past 2 weeks, plus Baby Truthers with you in the intro and any video about you. Gone. If you don't agree or respond, then in the next few hours, I have Salvador's Mace video coming, Kelsey's video being released on my channel, as well as another collection of Jake clips that I made. Far better than Kelsey's. Also a video showing you turning me down for both bets offered. You know the one you were afraid I'd get lucky, and the other one you knew I'd win, so you called me gay. You included my family. It's not fun and games anymore. Or let's just shake hands, remove everything, and see tomorrow with a smile. Or if you choose to leave my video up or release anything else on YouTube or BitChute, and you have yourself a war. Okay, see that? That's Jaron starting the conversation. I did not contact him. So when he tells you that I'm harassing him or his family, he's lying, obviously. Here's my response. Better follow your sergeant's directions or get your ass punked with a Smith & Wesson. Learn a lesson from me. Stay in your place and don't step to real motherfucking G's. Those are Eazy-E lyrics. Those are basically Eazy-E lyrics. Get it? Not a threat. Those are Eazy-E lyrics. And Jaron says, nice threat. All I needed. Thanks. Jaron, that's not a threat. Those are Eazy-E lyrics. Here I state, not a threat, idiot. And then I accidentally misspelled a word. I meant to say those are lyrics to a song. I accidentally put Thor, but I meant to say, not a threat, idiot. Those are lyrics to a song. And then he said, everything goes up, and you get 1,000 views now per video. What a dumb move. Yeah, I have no idea what that means. I get way more than 1,000 views per video. You must be looking at my backup channel. Jake the Asshole channel gets as many views as you do, sometimes more. And then again, I state, Eazy-E sang those exact lyrics I sent. Not a threat, just sent you some Eazy-E lyrics, buddy. Look up Eazy-E if you are too dumb to know who that is. Nice try talking to Thomas. He told me you sent him dick pics. The new diss track is going to permanently humiliate you forever. My art will destroy you, bitch. You are done. And then I blocked him. So I blocked this number right after I sent that. So that's the second time I blocked Jaron Campanella. Now, the third time he contacted me, here's exactly what happened. So, here's Jaron, aka Jeranism. He reached out to me, and he says, Jake, what do you want? You want me dead? You know I'm a real guy with a family, not some actor like in your fucked version of reality. Or do you want baby truther to stop? Let's talk in the next 5, or I am calling the police. I'll pull everything down, you do the same. We take Christmas off, pick up after, or call a truce. The worst thing that I'm fucking real. The worst thing is that I'm fucking real. You're doing all this to me and my family, and I'm just like you, real. Can't speak for David or Alex or Kelsey, just me. So here's my response to Jaron. You have nothing on me. I am an innocent man. I have proof of you taking a stolen recording of me and using it to publicly defame me. I have representation, and I will be looking into suing you. You are actually doing something illegal trying to defame my character, and you are the one trying to get me killed. I can prove what you are doing and am already in talks with law enforcement and my lawyer. You better cease and desist, or you will face serious legal consequences. I am making music and art, and making fun of you on YouTube is 100% legal. All threats made against you are a comedy routine and art. I will never meet you or physically touch you or harm you ever. I will never touch or harm any of your associates. I am simply making music and art that you personally don't like. Too bad you are such a dirty scumbag and you are getting what you deserve. Cease and desist or you will lose. IPS has sued and won, and he showed me exactly how to beat you in court. IPS is helping me, and he is really, really smart when it comes to legal issues. He shut down many men on YouTube who filed false claims against him. Fair warning, cease and desist. And here's Jaron again. He says, so why don't we just squash this? I'll pull everything with you in it. I'll pull the last 2 Friday shows. I'll pull the last 2 Baby Truther shows. I will end Baby Truther show. I will remove all videos about you. Homeless guy, autism guy, and you remove all videos with me. Live to see another day, question mark. Is that some sort of loosely veiled threat, live to see another day? And then he asks if he can call me. Can I call you, Jake? And here's what I say. I will live to see many days regardless of what you do. You have nothing on me. That audio clip is years old, and that conversation is stolen without my consent. That conversation is a story that is 10 years old. That person I am talking about is a 6-foot-tall, 250-pound, full-grown man who has probably put 3 women in the hospital. You will not be able to build a case against me as the story is 10 years old and I no longer work in that field. If you or Bob call any nursing homes and attempt to show or play them that stolen audio clip, that is illegal, and you will be sued. Cease and desist. Last warning. And Jaron says, I just said I will pull the video. And then I tell him, you better, because you have already committed a serious crime. And he says, it can be done over. Oh, it can be done and over. You're not going to sue me, let's be real. Let's just squash this. Move on to someone else. You're going after my family, dude. I'm a real fucking person. And I say, I sing professionally, and you said you will call my facilities and try to get me fired. That is illegal, and I will take your money for doing that. And he says, that's why this is so shitty. I don't have government backing or anything, you think. And I said, you release video telling the world your wife cheated, not my problem. You want to measure my penis. And he says, yeah, so bring it back up. Real nice way to go after me. And I said, you said those things on YouTube, and I am a professional comedian roasting you for a living. He says, let's just end it. I pull everything, so do you. And I say, you bring up my sex life and pretend your whore wife is off limits? He says, look, I will never do another Baby Truther show. And I say, fuck your whore wife and bastard child. And he says, ever, it's done, you win. And I say, get lost now and never contact me again or I will file a harassment suit. He says, wow, you still think I'm an actor? It's so weird, Jake. You won't file shit. And here's the last thing I said. Understand? Never contact me again. This is harassment. Blocked. And then I blocked him. Jaron Campanella, I'm telling you, never contact me again with any number. If you contact me with any number using any sort of app to disguise yourself, that is still harassment. Do not harass me and never contact me again. I'm publicly telling everyone you're a stalker and a doxer and a harasser. Leave me alone right now. You will be sued. Ladies and gentlemen, let the records show that I, Jacob Gibson, have blocked Jaron Campanella 3 times from contacting me, and I'm making it public again. Jaron, do not contact me ever again. Do not, under any circumstances, contact me or my family or my friends. Understand? Cease and desist. So this man lied to everyone and told them that I was harassing him, and let the record show I blocked him 3 times, and I never harassed him or his wife or his children or anyone in his family or any of his friends. All I did was make content and post it on my channel, and the content is a comedic performance where I make fun of him because I think he's a scumbag piece of shit, and I'm allowed to think that, and I'm allowed to say that on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe this is 100% proof that Jaron is the actual real psychopath here. Here's a recording of Jaron challenging me to a penis measuring contest. I'm outraged, and I would never participate in something as stupid as a penis measuring contest. He even thought that he could make me leave YouTube forever if we were to have this theoretical penis measuring contest. It really is the gayest thing that ever happened to me in the history of my YouTube career. Check this out.
Yeah, well, to me, that's what people become when they no longer have females in their life. I've never looked at a dog and ran over and kissed it and thought it was the most beautiful dog in the world because I have women that can do that too.
How's everybody doing out there in YouTube land?
And this is where I feel bad for him because he's now living out of a van, and I tried to help him, and he's just continued to come after me with bullshit and nonsense and lies. And when somebody can only defend themselves with lies, it gets sad. I feel bad for him because his life must be horrendous. And I'm going to take a chance that his dick is extremely tiny. So, Jake, here's your bet. $10,000 plus loser leaves YouTube. You heard me right. $10,000 cash. User leaves YouTube. Who has a bigger dick? And, you know, like in baseball when somebody gets +1 runs? You've seen that before, right? Anybody ever seen that? +1 runs, or maybe in a football game they get +7. You get +3. And I'm talking about inches. Yes, +3. Okay, +3. And we can have Thomas Scott News. He can be the one who views them both. Nobody has to show it. I mean, if you don't want to show it, we'll just do it. Thomas Scott will see it, and he will make the winner. Because I trust that guy. I don't think he would lie about it. And even if he did, well, then we'll go to the next step, which would be, hey, this guy's clearly lying. So, $10,000. Loser leaves YouTube. You get 3 inches. That's a lot of inches. If you are average at 6, I got to be 9. Good luck, bro. Good luck to you. Good luck. Okay, let's move on to Simon Dan, and then we'll get to all the Jake stuff.
That's right, folks. You heard it correctly. Jaron Campanella, aka Jeranism, wants to measure my penis. The man you're looking at on the screen right now has supposedly 152,000 subs. He can only get about 10,000 views, which proves that he bought the majority of his subs. So a man who has 152,000 subs can only get about 10,000 views, and this man literally wants to measure my penis. I've been on YouTube for going on about 7 years, and no man has ever asked to measure my penis in a loser leaves YouTube contest. This is the strangest, gayest thing that anyone has ever challenged me to. Jaron Campanella literally wants my best friend to stare at both of our penises and then tell you who's bigger. Jaron Campanella literally thinks that my best friend is going to measure both of our penises and that somehow the loser is going to leave YouTube. He actually thinks this in his head because he's a psychopath who is obsessed with me, and he is absolutely deranged and out of his mind, obviously, because he wants to measure my penis. That shows you he's not only obsessed with me, but he is obviously a homosexual, which is the reason why his wife wants to go sleep with his best friend, because he's too busy wanting to measure penises with men on YouTube. Jaron, your wife cheated on you because you are a homosexual who wants to have a penis measuring contest. You should get some help. Jaron, I'm a celibate monk, and I do not wish to have a penis measuring contest with you. Please leave me alone. I'm a celibate monk. I don't want to have sex with you. I'm not interested in having any sort of penis measuring contest with you. Please leave me alone, you disgusting, creepy weirdo. Have a nice day. Okay, so let's review what we've learned here today. Jaron Campanella makes allegations against me and says that I threatened to kill him. That never happened. I sent him some Eazy-E lyrics. And here's the thing, Jaron. Better follow your sergeant's directions or get your ass punked with a Smith & Wesson. Hey, you know what? That means your sergeant might pistol whip you with his Smith & Wesson. I'm saying you have to follow your sergeant's directions or the sergeant might pistol whip you with his Smith & Wesson. You just took that as a death threat because you're an idiot. But I sent you Eazy-E lyrics. So therefore you have 0 threats from me ever. Furthermore, any video you see of me putting on a comedic performance where I'm, let's say, acting like Macho Man Randy Savage, for example, I'm doing a professional wrestling promo. Me and you are never going to fight. So if I'm pretending to be Macho Man Randy Savage and pretend that we're going to fight, it's just because I'm doing a professional wrestling promo. So I'm never going to fight you, and I'm telling you right now, I'm never going to fight you, and I'm never going to meet you, and I don't ever want to meet you, and I don't ever want to have a penis measuring contest with you, and my friend Thomas doesn't like you either, and he doesn't want you to call him or contact him ever, and he doesn't want to see your penis ever again, and he's mad that you sent him a video of you touching yourself. That's gross, dude. Yeah, Jaron sent a video of him touching himself to my friend Thomas. And my friend Thomas is going to tell the story to everybody. And he's not lying. My friend Thomas is not lying. So, yeah, why did you send a picture or a video of you touching yourself to Thomas? That's so gross. Also, let the records show that this man makes a false accusation against me, saying that I go after his family and harass his family and somehow am doing something wrong to his family. I have never contacted any of his family whatsoever. I've never once contacted his wife, never contacted his son, any of his family members, or any of his friends. I want to make that absolutely clear. I, Jacob Gibson, swear to God, on my life, on my mother's life, I have never tried to contact this man since 2017. I blocked this man in 2017 when he backstabbed me. Furthermore, his opinions of my sanity are completely irrelevant because he's an idiot and a scammer and a scumbag on YouTube. And he's going to take a month off because he's a big fat pussy. And then he's going to attempt to crawl back out and do the same thing all over again. Well, you know what? I'm not always going to be there to stomp on the cockroaches. I'm not always going to be there to bust the shills. And I'm going to move on with my life. So, Jaron, I'm going to move on and I'm going to do my music. And I'm going to make a lot of people happy. And you're not going to stop me. So if you want to continue being a scammer and a bullshit human being, I can't stop you. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for Jaron to be a better human. I'll pray for your wife to be a better wife to you. I'll pray for your family. I hope you end up being a halfway decent father to your son. You need to get a life, Jaron, a real life. And you need to quit being a scumbag and a scammer. And you need to leave me alone. Understand that?